Yeah, it is.
Okay.
There we go.
Jesus,
Goddamn.
that's just so loud, man.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we should
So
be
loud.
Yeah, it
streaming.
is.
Yep, we're streaming. We're live. Okay.
Alright,
Good.
cool shit.
There we go.
Jesus.
Jesus,
Um.
that's just so loud, man.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean,
So
if
loud.
you're already
Yeah,
here, yep, if you're in chat,
Okay.
good.
Cool shit.
There we go.
Oh my god. Yeah. So this is episode 19. If you looked at the thumbnail, we got a lot of topics to cover. Before we get into like any questions in chat or in game, there's a few things I want to go over. So as some of you should know, Seven Pirates has the whole content creator code thing going on. The code for that will be in the description below on all of my videos. Like for example, if you use Yoda's code, you can't use mine. If you use my code, you can't use Yoda's. It's a whole thing. Let me know if you do use mine and it works, because there has been some issues going on between the codes. But I bring that up to say that I personally on my channel I'm going to change things up a little bit. People in guild, as well as other people on Discord. I want to try to bring back, like meme review. I think that would be, a fun thing to do. Melt used to do that. I don't know if there's enough people in the community willing to create memes, but I would like to bring that back. I also really want to bring back replay of the week. I think that would be a great thing for the community, watching replays. I know I had a lot of fun watching Melt's videos. So when it comes to that with the community, when I get my code starting in March, I'm not just going to be giving it out to everybody. There are multiple ways that you can, and I'm going to post all this in my community in case you're not watching the live. You'll see it in my community chat. I may post it in Discords as well. But there's many ways that you can give me replays, whether it's email, YouTube, Discord. I'm going to need to know, obviously who you are, but at the end of March, if you, actually participate in the channel and give me replays, that's when I'll give you the code, because there's only 500 uses. I don't want people to take the code, give it to their guild, and then the people that are actually participating, with the channel, with the community, because the community is the most important part. I'll give you that to you at the end of March. We'll see how this goes for a couple of months. If people just aren't willing to participate, then I tried. I'll cancel it. But if you guys are willing to participate, that would be awesome. I'll give you guys the codes. We do have a lot of things to talk about today. We are going to be answering questions, but in the meantime, we're going to be going over the new commander. There's not actually any testing yet, so it's just going to be kind of like theory crafting. I think this is a good place for theory crafting. These EXE guys, they really know what they're talking about. They've been playing a long time. And then we're also going to be going over the gear. That's going to be a lot of theory crafting as well, because we don't actually have our hands on it yet. There will be videos, in the future, more detailed information on the new commander when it comes out. But this is going to be kind of like a theory crafting. So I want to thank everybody that's in the chat or that's watching this later. Thank you, Neva, for sharing your screen, so we could see what we're talking about. But as far as in the voice chat right now or in the live stream, if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and start shooting them off, and we'll answer them.
Yes.
I shall behave.
Shall behave. Okay. All right, so let's talk about this new commander.
Okay, yeah, and we'll stop and answer questions if it comes up. But
yeah.
Exactly. So the new commander. I was talking a little bit with Jello and 406 in Discord. My personal feelings is this is not a utility commander. She will probably be like a niche main commander if you have the right gear. That's how I feel about her.
Okay, fair enough. So First skill defensive mode has a 60% chance to trigger 4 actions, so it's got a good trigger rate on the first skill. Until the next activator's next attack, the initiator switches to defense mode, countering every attack received.
Then it also has a damage reduction stack as well.
It sure does.
Um,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, but like before we move on from this skill, I need to clarify because there's been a lot of confusion in the community, with the way Seven Pirates worded it. This skill, as well as other counterattacks, do not provide lifesteal. They changed it so counterattacks enable lifesteal to work, but it's not built into the commander. You do still have to have Siphonizer. Just so everybody's aware of how that works.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I like the fact that it's got a counterattack. But is it going to be like a counterattack like just like a Mary counterattack, or is it going to be like a counterattack like a variant counterattack? You know, a counter move. You know what I'm saying? So like, which one? I mean, that thing that would be a big factor on deciding if like this is going to be useful.
Well,
'Cause,
so
I mean,
remember a few months ago, they did make that update so counterattacks ignore damage reduction, and they did just do the update where counterattacks now work with lifesteal. But remember, like, this is a counterattack. Like, if you don't go
Yeah.
first and trigger the counterattack, this is her only attack, other than like
yeah,
basic attack. But
turn based.
you have to go first. If you don't trigger it, she's not dealing damage. That's the big issue with only a counterattack.
And then you got passive skill. For every 20% of HP lost, the airship takes less damage, and lifesteal is increased. So you definitely have to have Siphonizer on it for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
That'd definitely have to be in part of that build because both of her skills pretty much work off that, right? Because counterattacks give you heal now, and then that, yeah.
I hate not knowing the percentages.
Right, that's the shitty part about it.
I don't know why they do that, but it's hard to judge. It is a passive, which is cool. But it's so hard to judge when you can't see actual percentages.
Yeah. My thing is it's not a fifth skill com. Like
Nope.
Jeff was.
So I do want to bring up that for months now, I've been saying the next commander is going to be an airship commander, and she's not going to have a fifth skill. And I've been seeing, I'm going to call out Yoda and Reggie here, as well as other people in the community, and they're like, oh my god, she doesn't have a fifth skill. I've been telling you for months. Like, do you guys not
really
listen? Right? Like, I've been telling you. Why are you surprised?
That you really have. You really have, and that was very funny and everything. It's going to be a fifth skill. No, it's not.
Yeah,
I promise it's not.
I've been telling
We
everybody.
were just hoping for the fifth skill. We were
Yeah.
hoping.
He literally has been saying it for what, at least 2 months now. Greg?
Yeah, a couple months, and like everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't have a fifth skill." It's like, yeah, I told you that 2 months ago. What are you talking about? Why are you surprised?
But
I don't know. I don't think this is a utility commander personally because she has the counterattack.
No, but she's more of a defensive stat. I mean, she would be more of a defensive style, but she's gonna have to have life still. So she's gonna lose a little bit of tankiness, but she's gonna have to be more tank. So she's gonna have to be, like you said, a niche main, if anything.
I think if you're going up against other tank commanders, she probably doesn't need lifesteal. She might not need Sunraven, just because. But if you're going up against like a black and you don't have Sunraven, like she's dead.
Well, you got to think of it this way though. There's the fucked up part about it is that if you're gonna try to go stream tank and everything like that, you lose a mob attack, right? And life still works based off attack. The counter attack's gonna be based off of attack, so she's gonna have to have a lot of damage built in. She's gonna be more of a hybrid build than anything. So you're gonna have a little bit on the life still weapon, but at the same time, it's based on damage done. So that's how the heal works. You heal up a percentage of the damage you deal. If you hit like a wet noodle, you're not gonna heal shit, right? So you got to make sure you got some extra damage in that for one. Which then will downplay your tankiness, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a mixed up commander. I'd say we'd have to get some testing in it, but I don't think she's gonna be a. I don't think she's gonna be an Astra Zeth. Is one of them, the God's honest
No.
truth. I don't think she. I don't think she's gonna have enough life. I don't think she's gonna have enough heal to even get healed past it. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, she got a
Yeah.
counterattack, but whatever. You know.
Do you think her plugin will have some potential on other commanders? I know it'll be an expensive one, but
The
I
passive,
personally-
yes, the passive could be pretty good.
But you still have to have the Siphonizer.
Well, I'm not talking about the lifesteal
And you have to
portion.
leap.
I'm talking about the like if you select the
Take
second
them.
skill.
Take the less damage.
Yes,
Yeah.
depending on the percentages,
the less
that
damage, yeah.
could be significant.
It could be, but
We don't
we
know
have
the
to see once
yeah,
we
we
see the
don't.
percentages.
But just
I
remember.
like the dragon. I
Oh,
like
she
the
looks
dragon. That's
cool.
pretty dope. Man, it looks cool as fuck. I like that dragon. Like, I would rather just have the dragon than her, though, to be honest with you.
But
Sorry.
just
Right.
remember. I don't know what was it. A year ago, they made it so counterattacks ignore damage reduction. So remember that
Yeah.
when you're building her. Like that is a thing. But I 406 thinks it's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
like a $2,000 commander. I think it'll be a $1,000 commander. I would
Oh, it's definitely
suggest.
going to be a 2K commander.
You think so?
It's going to be a 2K commander for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a 2K commander. Pretty much, and that's the shitty part about it. Most commanders released here recently have been 2K commanders. So she's going to be a 2K commander. It's not going to be worth 2K, though, at the beginning, to be honest with you. I don't see her being a save-all for airship at all. I don't see her being better than. And I mean, she maybe. I don't know. I'd have to get her tested and everything, you know. But I don't know.
The
I
best
just don't see her
thing.
being a cure-all.
I mean, the best thing is if you're gonna you can get her at A class and test her, and then
Yeah.
if you really, I don't think she's gonna be like a super great main commander. So I wouldn't recommend spending 2K, but I mean at A class you can test her out.
Yeah, but she's definitely gonna be a 2K com, that's for sure.
And I was assuming,
That's
like I know
that's
7 Pirates is,
trend, bro.
I know 7P is greedy, but I figured it'd be $100 for 60 medals.
Maybe that might be about right.
'Cause
But as far as like being a 2K, I don't know.
She
It's gonna be a
doesn't
2K.
have-
I don't know.
She doesn't have a fifth
well,
skill.
it's coming out with this wheel event, isn't it? So
She doesn't have a fiscal, and look how much the Zeth cost actually.
Yeah, but
It's
Zeth
more
is
than 2K,
like,
right?
when we saw Zeth, we're like, okay, this guy's gonna be fucking good. Like
Yeah,
looking
it's
at her,
fucking
we're
broken.
like, she might be good in certain situations. So like I mean, yeah, they are greedy, but I don't know. I'm saying 1K. We'll see in a couple days.
I'm telling you, it's 2K commander. We'll see. But I'm telling you, 2K commander. I'm more interested in the other shit though. Yeah. Fuck the commander. I want the equipment.
Yes, let's talk about the equipment.
All right, yes, let's talk about them. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the?
I mean, just
First off, they're all weapon. They're all chest and pants. So
Yep.
that's so if you're going to be putting those out, just remember that. Keep those in mind. They're all chest and pants. I'm going to bring up the airship ones first. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. All right. So
okay.
first we got the guard. Guard. It's got some crit damage. It's got some damage reduction, and it's got some sweep.
I don't see
That was
I don't see the Swee really. I don't think this is a great
That-
individual piece.
yeah, not individually. Stat wise, I don't think it's going to be. I mean, it's not really a great thing. I mean, you got crit damage in there. There's no dodge, which is fun. You got crit damage, and you got sweep though, and that's sweep.
Swee doesn't
I mean,
really
I
mean
guess
much
it
on an
could serve
airship
some
though.
purpose, but not really. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's effective. I don't think it's going to be a nice piece to have. I think it.
As an
I don't know.
individual piece, I don't think it's very strong.
No. And let's see. The chest is skill trigger rate, so that's good. HP, so that's good. And airship attack.
Attack on
Just
a
like
chest.
Grinch is very strong.
Attack on the chest piece. You can get a lot of fucking.
yeah, it's the first chess piece with attack. So
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That might be interesting. got a lot of speed in it too.
Yeah,
And it's got
I mean, just
trigger
as
rate.
an individual
That
piece,
might be
this is a
interesting.
strong piece.
Yeah. But yeah, but definitely have to. Obviously, you would want to convert airship specifically, but that's still a strong piece regardless. I mean, even if you, yeah, that's a nice piece.
I mean,
I like that one.
at 50,
I
that's
think that would be.
240% attack. Like, that's a lot.
I think that would be dope on. Yeah, well, I'm not talking about going to be dope on, but yeah, that would be really nice to have on
The only
for an
commander
airship
it
con.
doesn't like suit is black, but at the same time, black
True.
already has a damage that it probably doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and they also all these suits come with a 2-set bonus, which is very interesting. What is the airship one, Grinch?
So I've got it pulled up on
Can
the
you show us
screen.
that?
Yeah, I've got it pulled up on the screen now. The suit effect is airship units deal 30% more damage when their HP is above 60%, and deal 30% less damage when their HP is below 40%. Now,
So you're doing a fuck ton of damage when you're first starting out.
yes.
And if you build out that right, oh my god, you can get
So,
a fuck ton of attack if you build it out right.
I've been seeing people, talking on streams and in Discord, and they're like, "Oh, this set is terrible. It's a terrible." This is not a full March set. First of all, like,
No, definitely not. It's a 1-slot bust.
it's a one slot,
Not even 1 slot. Yeah.
or like what, one or 2 slot, or I mean, you can kind of manipulate like slot 3 and slot 6, so that way like they die off quick, like with a single T1. But this is going to be a significant damage boost.
Yeah.
The only problem though is it's a 2 set. Are you running 3-piece? Like that's the problem.
See, the only problem is if you have to run 3-piece with this, unfortunately you're going to lose your formal HUD if you're an airship commander, and that sucks when you're trying to build out a damage set that's ignoring DR. It doesn't give you enough overall damage reduction to survive, technically speaking. I mean, it gives you a little bit, but there's no more tanky stats. It's got a little bit of HP, but it's not. I mean, you're going to take some hits, but it's not like if you're going up against like some higher damage cons with the formal HUD, you're just going to get eaten. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I mean, it could work. I mean, if you're running a 3-piece, 3-piece, 2-piece set. I mean, I don't know if sacrificing the ignore DR is worth it, because then you're just going to get eaten by Broken Fortress comms like they're nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
unless
I don't know.
you use Lightning Pierce as your
Exactly. Oh,
wait, did I want to give that
out?
I don't know if I don't know. Shit, my bad. I don't know if I wanted to say that.
I'm sure people at the top end have already thought of that.
Yeah, I've definitely thought of it.
It's
Yeah,
not
for
everybody.
sure. Yeah, I've already thought about exactly
But,
how to run the 3-piece and everything.
It's also very expensive, so
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, people have been dogging on this set, and like I think that the Walker and the infantry definitely have better individual pieces, and I do think they are overall better set pieces, but people have been talking a lot of shit, and I don't think that this is a bad set effect. I think if you
It's
play
not a
with it right,
terrible
it's
set
good.
effect at all. Exactly. It's not a terrible set effect at all. No, it's not. So whoever said that, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it straight up. They're completely illiterate in the game. I will say that right now, because that's an extreme damage boost. So you get attack in the chest. You're getting attack in your weapons. You get what I'm saying? You're getting that extra crit damage, even if you're not running anybody recruit. You're getting that extra crit damage from the pants. You're getting an extreme amount of a damage boosting, plus the set bonus that increases your damage. So yeah, no, that's not a terrible set at all to have, as long as you have it as a 2-piece set. Now individually, crap. I will straight up say it, crap. But together, no, it's not a bad set at all. I personally would say that if it works the way it says it works, it's going to be a pretty common set scene. I think it will work really well for airship specifically as a 2-slot bust thing.
Yeah. I don't think.
Is the wording on it damage increase or is it attack increase?
It says damage, but
So
like that's
would that include airspace?
Yes, it
The
would.
damage increase, right? So
Yeah,
that's overall damage.
Here's the thing when it comes to 7P's wording and their damage calculation is we all know that they can mess
I'll know
up.
that.
We know that they can mess stuff up. Like people will say, "Oh, this is how it
Say,
works."
"Oh, this
Unless
is
you
how it
test it, you don't know what you're talking about. When does this trigger? Is this a 30% at the end of damage? Is this a 30% at the beginning of damage? Like
That's a
that
good
makes a
question. We wouldn't know
significant,
until we played it with it.
and you have to test it. So
Yeah.
like, if you're gonna say, "Oh, this is how it works," 7P does some weird shit sometimes. So not
Oh,
necessarily.
I get you saying 100%. I'm not saying like it definitely depends on where the damage calculation comes into play, for sure. But at the same time, it's still an increase in damage. You're still getting a lot of attack in your chest piece. You're still getting some crit damage in the pants, which is pretty nice when you're running against people that don't run a lot of crit with her. There's a lot of good things in this set going on. You get your trigger rate. I mean, yeah, sweet. So yeah, sweet, but sweet does help in some cases. You know, it might not be a fuck ton of sweet, but it still can help in some cases, especially against those three pieces that aren't running any RWE when on the Walker side, right? So it can still be beneficial. So it's not a bad set at all to have individually. If you have that piece, if you have the guard, I wouldn't say have the guard individually. I wouldn't even say have the. I would say you could possibly run the chest piece individually, but not the pants. Oh shit,
No.
my bad.
Resistance did say, Arc War Resistance. You guys should probably know who he is. Is
Yeah,
it over
no, yeah.
60% HP total or over 60% per slot? So it's going to be per slot. It's going to calculate, based on what slot
Yeah,
is triggered.
yeah, definitely. That'd be first slot. I would assume.
Attack is better, but I mean, if you've got a black, like I don't know if you'll use this on a black, but if you've got black hits like a fucking train, you add 30% to black, it's gonna hit that much harder.
I personally wouldn't run it on black because you're losing out on what brings black into play, and that's being able to the ability to stack defense for his best offense triggers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying if you wanted to run it on a black, like 30% more damage is pretty significant.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely pretty significant. But like you said, it also plays into where does it fall in the calculation. So I mean, I don't think it's ideal for a black. I don't, but I mean, yeah, you're right. You could technically, because that is a little bit of an increase. But I would think more along the lines of like maybe or something something else even. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
there's a lot of attack that can open you up.
This is not a tank set, so you're not full marching with this set because it will screw you over once you get under 60%.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it will fuck you. It will fuck you. So don't do that. But yeah, I think it's a good set.
Well, then, I guess my question for it is, what are you, like, who are you putting it on? Who are you substituting? Like, you can't run it on black. Black will hit harder with the
I'm
heck
putting it
does.
on fucking DS, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
But then is DS gonna hit hard enough? And if everyone at that point has 3P, so you're just gonna get smashed every time?
I would definitely put it on 3P. I mean,
Siphonizer.
I would definitely put it on DS. 100%. Homo hot. I'm not. Never mind. I won't say the exact build I would do, but I would put it on DS. You can hit hard enough.
Would it be But it'd be like a top meta set, right?
It would be pretty substantial. It's not going to be like number one meta. No, obviously not. I mean, because you have to play with it, but it has a lot of potential to be.
Well, yeah, no. I mean top meta in terms of like tier, like price wise and that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be it's definitely going to be high price.
These are going to be
for sure.
2K each, clearly, like
easily
2K.
Yeah.
Each,
well, we can hope that it's 1K.
We hope, but no.
Yes,
I'll tell you what. When we get into the next set, not the next set, but when we get to the infantry trap, we'll start talking about what I really think these might be worth. But yeah, I'm saying 2K plus.
Yeah, I agree with that. But before we get into the next set, Ron says, "What about Sweepen set on air, like on DS?" I don't think that's really viable. Like at the end game, like in the beginning, like you can get away with a lot, but at the end game, no.
I will personally say it serves its purpose as a specific role if you do it right. But other than that, no. Let's be honest.
Most of the SWE sets we have some sort of utility outside of just SWE. So, like, you've got IRA, etc. The
there are certain
SWE
things.
ones are difficult.
There are certain things you would want to try to run it on. Don't get me wrong. There's certain things, but like, let's be real. If you're running airship, minimum, you've got to be running C12 plus, right? You're only running high level, all the research, that was that another. But you're only targeting certain like walkers with no RW, and there's not a lot of those out there. There's some, and I know a lot of people are probably thinking where I'm thinking on that. There's some, but at the same time, you can build RW out in your gyms and everything, so it kind of defeats the purpose of the sweep in once you get into the higher end meta. So not on the airship, no. I wouldn't say a sweep in version of it would be very viable, but it does serve a role at some point. I wouldn't say put all your eggs into that basket though, by any means whatsoever. No.
Yeah.
Do you think it changes, like at the very high end? Is it actually changing? If it's on DS with the best setup, is it altering who she's winning against? Or is she still losing to the same comms that she is now?
I think she'll be able to damage more if like say for example, if DS is running a particular set that I have in mind for it. If we did decide to try it, I think they should be able to damage more and try to dig into a little bit better into those tankier commanders. I do think that might open her up a little bit for more play against some things. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like I don't think like she's going to be like a death counter per se with this set. You know what I'm saying? You want
Right.
like,
Or if he loses to a tank, he's not all of a sudden going to win. Probably.
I think she will damage the tanks more. I think the battle percentage will go more into a more of a 50-50 or 60-40 type ratio. You know what I'm saying? With this particular set. I think that she may be able to get enough damage in there to hurt tanks a little bit more. But as far as like overall, she will help trade point positively in some cases, especially if running like a 2-slot bust. She'll trade a lot more point positively because she'll kill more because she's doing more damage, right? But other than that, like I don't think she's going to clear out a elf with 3,000 time walkers in the front row and 4,000 voice getters in the back row. I don't think that that's going to be,
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
They could have brought it out to help counter like, Reinhardt's are running tier 4 now in cast, so now you're
exactly
going to be able to crush.
She's getting more damage and everything. So you're exactly right. That's what I'm thinking more along the lines. Like she'll be able to kill a little bit more with tanks, but she'll be able to damage tanks a little bit more. But I don't think it's like going to be she's automatically going to blow up every tank there is in the game. It's not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a beneficial set to have. I just don't think that it's going to be like if you have a DS, you know how especially when you get into higher meta stuff and the higher end play, you have multiple sets for your commanders, right? I think that will be in one of your top 3 in your multiple sets for your commanders, to be honest with you, if you're adding it in, or or top 4. I wouldn't say that like it's a permanent placement set because you don't do that, and when you're in the top meta anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that it will be included. I think that it will definitely be included because it's got some potential there. If it works the way it says it works and it's got the stats that it needs to have, it can be included in a rotation for sure. 100%.
Well, and it might be I guess you'd kind of have to have the siphon, but it could still be a cheaper alternative to 3-piece.
Could.
And still dealing like a decent amount of damage for cast. I'm mainly just thinking about cast, but
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. I do. I think that might have some potential there for sure. I agree with you on that one, Fulton.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Resistance says curious because that would make a crucial difference. Yeah, I don't see them doing it as, overall. I see them doing it as per slot, but at the end of the day, like, it could be broken when it comes out. Ace says, "Hey Grinch, doing well. Hope you've recovered." I did. I'm probably at I still got a little bit of tickle in my throat, but I'm about 99%. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you, bro.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry about tickling your throat.
Yeah, it's all Lem. He did it.
I know.
I know
in their promo video, they showed her skill triggering the row. So we'll still have to test and see, but that was a big deal rather than just triggering one slot.
Well, you also need to. They also made it so the opponent went first in that so you didn't actually see. Don't ever watch Seven Pirates videos and go, "Oh, that's what I should do." Just they have no idea what they're
No, like yeah, you still gotta
Yeah.
see this in.
they have no idea what they're talking about. But yeah, let's go into one of the other sets, whichever one you want to pick.
All right, we're gonna go for the Walker set next.
Walker? Okay.
Yep. So we got backlight, which is not pants. Obviously, he's got some crit wither, good for tanking. Damage reduction, also good for tanking, and some resistance. Ooh.
Already, it's already a really good piece on its own.
By itself, yeah, it's a decent piece. By itself, it's a decent piece for sure.
Resistance
It's got that
is
crit wither,
meh.
it's got a damage reduction, and resistance is pretty good. It's not a great stat to have, but it can come into play in a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially like your shutdowns, your shutdown comms, and everything like that. So that can come into play. So I do like that it has resistance, especially on the Walker side. So overall individual piece, this would be a somewhat decent piece to have, honestly. Now, would you replace it with like your Nantos? Probably not, but it would be a decent rotational piece as well. The chest piece is actually pretty good for Walker. Really good.
That's a lot of
Accuracy,
that's a lot of
HP,
accuracy.
and skill trigger rate. Yeah,
That's a lot of accuracy.
That's really good. That's really good for Walker.
And the good thing is the total accuracy isn't actually assigned to Walker, so this could be
Yeah,
used for other
exactly.
people.
My my issue when it comes to these pieces, like individual pieces, it doesn't have defense. Everybody uses pen, defense is shit.
Yeah.
The problem I have with the individual pieces as well as the set, and I'll say what the set is. So it's when a walker attacks a target whose HP is higher than its own, the damage dealt will ignore 30% of the target's HP bonus. The problem I have with the set, it has HP. So if you're going head to head, it kind of cancels that set bonus out. Does that make sense?
I get what you're saying. As far as the set bonus, I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, yeah, ignoring 30% of HP, okay, whatever. It's okay. It's not a great set bonus. It's okay.
I think this is a
Overall, individually,
walker.
though, they're good pieces.
I think this is a walker versus walker set.
Yeah. But this set, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, that chess piece is a really good chess piece to have as a Walker commander for sure. Those pants aren't bad. You get these two together as a combo, they can work really well together. Actually, I mean, you get your HP, you get your accuracy, you get your trigger rate, and then you get your crit wither, your damage reduction, and your resistance. So I mean, you're getting a decent with both of these pieces. You're getting decent stats, but you're losing RWB, which is shitty. You're losing your Regulus, 40%, your bonus thing, shit, whatever. You're using your Regulus bonus, but you're getting that set bonus, which is okay. It's going to be weird. We'd have to test this one. I don't know if this is going to be like this one it depends. I think on an individual basis, this would be a better, like, on individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if putting a set would be the smartest idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just can't see giving up.
Because
I can't see giving up Regulus for these pants, to be honest with you.
Airship
or Nantos for these pants.
Yeah, Airship and Walker are gonna have higher HP. This isn't gonna work versus infantry. Like infantry's too squishy. Walker has the HP research built in, and Airship they just have so much fucking stats anyway. Like this is gonna be primarily versus the set itself. Like the effect is gonna be primarily versus other Walker and Airship, but it kind of depends on what gear they're wearing. Because if they don't have more HP than you, like it's not doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like this would be a good set to have. I will say that
I think it's a nice counter to Craig.
Well, the Tank Walker's going to counter Craig anyway, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, you already do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah,
I mean, like I would run the chess piece with a pair of Nantos. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice accuracy.
That much accuracy.
You're
You get some trigger rate.
You're hitting
Estimate
everything.
speed.
You're hitting everything.
You're getting everything. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I would run this and this together. That's what I would do personally. We're not going to talk about that though. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Overall, what on my assessment of this, just by looking at it, just not seeing it. Overall, I would say,
I personally think
it's good. It's decent. It's decent. I wouldn't say it's great. I'd say it's decent.
I think the
You know what I'm saying?
I think the individual sets or the individual pieces are better than the airship, but I think the airship set effect is better than this one.
Yeah. I do
Just
too.
because the airship works 100%, this one works part time. That's the only issue I have with it.
Yeah. There's good pieces to have, but
Well, for 2K, are they? I don't know. I'm always biased versus 2K pieces, but that's just me.
Personally, I don't think any piece in the game should be 2K, but that's just the way the game is. This is going to be a 2K piece as well, unfortunately. Now infantry. We want to talk about this infantry set. Okay.
Oh, this is.
I will say this right now before we start reviewing this. This is wrong. Okay. So we got Dark
This is
Surge.
wrong.
This is a fucking infantry. Okay, before we get started, infantry got fucking stacked.
Yes.
I love these pieces in this set.
This is fucked up, but it's good. It's good for infantry. Don't get me wrong. It's good. All right, so we're gonna bring up Dark Surge. Dark Surge, 3%. So 6 skill trigger rate. Yay, that's awesome. Always good to have trigger rate. Damage reduction. Always good to have damage reduction.
6%. 6%.
Is this the first legs that have trigger rate as well?
No, the what's the old
Fire
school
spirits
ones?
have trigger rate.
Yeah, fire spirits.
Oh yeah, never mind. Sorry, yeah, the fire spirit.
But this is
The attack version.
Fucking attack.
Yeah.
That's a lot of attack.
this is like, hey guys, we're gonna give you attack and we're gonna give you trigger rate.
And
It's
damage.
the same fucking pair of
It's
pants.
not even
And you know what? We're gonna
infantry
better.
specific.
You're gonna take less damage.
That's 6%
Yeah, definitely not.
damage reduction. That's a lot.
And then it's gonna be let me start this damage reduction in here for you guys. Now you're gonna take less damage. Now don't just hear me out when I say this infantry's still squishy. We're not saying they're not. Overall, this is a great individual piece to have. This will be a piece that I will be considering personally is a great individual piece to have for any commander that you're going to be running that has like your damage reduction. Like if you want to try to get some tank in there, and stuff like that. This is going to be a great thing.
I just want to cut in here. I don't know if this is an error, but I think everybody is missing this. What does this piece not have on it? It doesn't say infantry only.
No,
It sure doesn't.
I think the pants have always been like that. It's the chests that have got that. Infantry, walker, or air specific. But you're right.
This piece does not say infantry only.
It does not.
I think people are missing that part because I double taped and I was like, wait, I'm sorry.
They never do infantry only. They don't give a fuck about us.
Yeah, no, you
Bro,
get
they just
games and
gave
they're
you-
like, oh, everyone
Just
can have
like
it.
Kane should be infantry only. But you
hold
know
on,
what?
hold on.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about
they
this.
don't give a fuck.
No,
They
we're gonna
like
talk about
giving
this.
y'all our
Nah.
shit.
No, we're going to talk about this, Liam, because that's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. Now, I'm going to call you out on that bullshit because not only did y'all get fucking amazing ass down, first off, okay? Second off.
Yeah, but they
Y'all
want to
did-
make sure y'all are able to use the same shit we are. I mean, that's bullshit.
No, fuck that. No. Then you get the fucking, oh my God, no, bullshit. You get this fucking infantry specific set, right? Yeah, sure. But guess what? That's these two are probably the two best ones out of all of them that are coming. These two infantry pieces are the best ones out of them. I personally feel like.
Yeah, it's the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
ones that everybody can use. I know. It's always like that.
But you say infantry.
We're gonna give y'all the best stuff, but Everybody
the
can
best
use
shit.
it.
But you get the best shit. So therefore, you can't say that.
It's
Because
not,
you're getting the
but
best
it's
shit.
not infantry only. It's always
Doesn't
everybody
matter.
else.
It doesn't. It's not everybody else. No, it's not. You can't say that shit because y'all getting the best shit. So obviously, you got to make it fair. You can't just give infantry all this great shit and be like, hey, you know what? Infantry can have all that. We're going to make Kane specific to infantry. We're going to make all this specific to infantry. Now everybody else is fucked. No.
Well, come on now.
They do
we're
it to
cutting
us
shit.
all the time.
Not
Um,
happening. No.
So Ron,
Anyway, back to the pants.
Ron in the chest said none of the pants say specific troop type. No, I
they
understand that. What I'm saying is that these pants are fucking nuts. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, these pants are great.
This
These
should
pants are fucking
should
great.
say fucking infantry only. These pants are nuts.
Dude, what? Skill trigger rate, huge attack bonus, and fucking damage reduction. Oh yes, I'm pursuing the hell out of this.
That literally could go on any commander. That.
Yes, exactly. Like that's just perfect. Like I love that. I'm not gonna lie, I love that shit.
I wonder what everyone's gonna be spending on it.
Always put in the, always in the infantry shit because it's not just fun.
And it's nice
You
and
got a
green as well.
All right, I love you. Be careful. Hi, sir. Hi, Jake. All right, bye, beautiful. Love y'all. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Oh shit. But yeah, these pants, hands down, I love these pants. I will definitely pre-pursue those pants for sure. Then we get the chest piece, the vortex. You get a shit ton of dodge, some crit wither, and some HP.
You always trying to get in my pants. See that shit?
So that's not a bad chest piece at all. Especially for infantry. Definitely, especially infantry. That's not bad at all. That's pretty good. Those are nasty. Those are really nasty. That combo. What's the combo? What's the 2-set combo, Grinch?
He's gone quiet.
Grinch,
Sorry.
where
What?
art thou?
What did you say? My bad.
Jesus, man, pay attention.
Sorry.
What's the 2-set combo?
Oh,
What's
so
the bonus?
the set bonus is infantry units take at least 20% less damage. The higher their dodge is, the less damage they will take, up to 60% damage reduction.
Huh.
Nasty.
So, I mean, the problem is, how high does your dodge have to be? That's the question.
No, just imagine. The only problem I see with that set is you can't put the butterfly effect with it because the pant. So butterfly effect stuff is weapon and pant. And then this one's chest piece and pant. But
Yes.
you could actually pretty much get your dodge high enough, especially when you look at the butterfly effect weapon that has high dodge.
Bro. Yeah, exactly. You see, yeah.
Well, if you're going
I mean, the
for...
chest piece has got so much dodge anyway compared to like what people used before. Like Void was like what 40, wasn't it? At base.
Bro, you can destroy some shit with that. You're gonna get a lot of. Oof.
I mean, if you're
Because
going
you
for
know that's the
dodge-
highest dodge in the game is off of that fucking butterfly effect.
Yeah, but if you're going for
but
dodge, you don't have to wear the pants. You can wear this chest and then butterfly. Like you don't. If you don't need the damage reduction, there's no point in having the set. So you can break the pieces up and just stack the shit.
They're individually. These pieces can be used individually or as a set bonus. But either way, both of these pieces are really good pieces for infantry, for sure.
But the ideal thing is looking at it. That just means the next infantry coming out is probably going to be fucking broken as fuck.
That's fine.
Because I mean, if you look at the gear and everything that you can use, yeah, it's gonna.
Oh, there's definitely some potential. And
Just wait for them to come out with a convert dodge to attack and everything like that.
Jesus Christ! No, we don't want that.
You know,
Hey, as long as that's our fifth ability, I'm good.
No, we do not want that, guys. No,
I
that is
did
not something we want in this game.
I did
At
submit
all.
that. I did submit that to 7P. Like,
No, why
Now
would
we
you
got
do that,
somebody to
Grinch?
blame then if it comes out.
Well, they don't listen to us anyway because they didn't do the ignore DR heal com. They did heal com, but not ignore DR.
right.
So.
Well, technically they did because counterattack ignores DR.
Oh shit! And it's a guarantee. Is it a guaranteed hit? Is it a
Yeah.
guaranteed hit? Is the
It's
counterattack a guaranteed hit?
Counterattack's always a guaranteed hit.
Oh, so they did do it.
Kind
They
of.
just did it in a little weird operation, but kind of, sort of. Okay,
Kind
so they
of.
did listen a little bit. Okay, all right. Thank you, 7P.
Yeah, I mean, this could be like how can infantry survive even with this set? That's what I want to know.
Well, I mean, all right, if you go look at it, there's certain comms that infantry has that can survive because of the stats on the comms. So, like, if you take Craig can actually survive most hits that a lot of infantry is squishy to. So, if you look at it, if the stats on the comms actually have like Craig stats or whatnot, it will survive.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be an excellent piece for Craig. I mean, set for Craig. As far as transparent combo, I believe that would be disgusting. Honestly,
I mean,
I think that would be broken.
I like this set because like dodge and damage reduction both kind of serve the same purpose of you like not taking damage. So if an infantry has so much dodge, if you dodge, you take no damage. And if you get hit,
The problem
that's
is when you
60%
deal with
just on this
Craig,
set.
just don't want to dodge.
Yeah, Ira does eat you.
Yeah, Ira and King.
This is where Ira's gonna still love all this. There's so much more dodge coming out.
Oh yeah.
So Ira's always gonna be relevant.
Well, Ira and King are always going to be in the game just because of the way infantry needs dodge to survive for most of their comms. Except, I mean, you can take Craig and say, okay, well, Craig doesn't necessarily have to dodge, but for the most part, everything else has to dodge in order to survive because they're not going to take hit.
Yeah.
Now, there's some things that do help with you being able to take hits with infantry now, like talent-wise.
Might see some of these passive talents used a bit more, maybe.
So infantry's not as squishy as it's been in the past,
That's true.
but they're still squishy compared to the meta.
Ron says it doesn't say they have to dodge to get the bonus. They just need dodge. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like
You just have, yeah.
If you dodge, then you take no damage. If you don't dodge, then you have a base 60% damage reduction just on this set alone, which is.
So if your dodge fails, it's going to back up. I mean,
yes.
And there's still an awful lot that dodge does fail on, meaning it will help against the hits of guaranteed hits. Because a lot of comms are running guaranteed hits to make sure they can hit infantry.
Yes, because this set is basically forcing you to stack dodge to get the DR. So, like, if you're in like a cap or like in GC, and you go up against someone without a guaranteed hit, you have the dodge, and then when you win and you go up against someone with a guaranteed hit, you've got the damage reduction. So it's kind of trying to cover both bases at the same time because they want you to stack dodge. And it's at 60%. So my question is, because it's a set effect, because we know that gear is additive, not multiplicative, does this count as gear? So is the 60% additive onto any damage reduction that you have from, like, let's say the pants. That's
I'm
what I
guessing
want.
it wouldn't be that.
Is the set multiplicative or additive? That's what I want to know.
I'd assume that it would be a separate calculation.
Multiplicative?
Just
Yeah,
like
I don't.
damage reduction does. Like you know, like how Rogers, you have like 3 triggers and you're not immune, and then you've got the damage reduction on top, and that applies separately. I'm guessing it'll be something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so
it's not going to be included in gear stat.
Because if it's additive, then you basically just got a Rogers straight out of the bat.
Right, exactly. It's not. Yeah, no, it's not additive. It's going to be exactly what you said, Tim, for sure.
So multiplicative.
I personally feel like, yeah.
You know, if it's the other way around, we'll be complaining about it very soon.
Yeah, be done. Be done. So overall, do you like all of these pieces? I think each of them will have their specific role. I can recommend these pants right here. These pants for a lot of people because those are nice. Those are really nice. So I'm getting those.
Do the infantry pants with the airship chest, and then get double Rogers weapon.
Formal help? Yep, solid.
With formal.
You're killing everything, guys. Like everything's in.
And you're also super squidgy.
I mean, you won't go first, but you're gonna hit like everything.
Oh yeah, just kill me because if you don't, one troops want to kill your whole slot. Fuck you.
That's a lot of attack.
That's so...
Yeah, I mean, for the most part,
no,
like, we're just kind of assuming because we don't have our hands on it yet, but I think these are going to be good pieces.
Yeah. And they should be as expensive as 3-piece. I mean, that's Unraven. I really don't, but I know they're going to be. I don't think like they should be, but I know they will be. But we're not going to talk about that.
Do we have any questions, like in voice chat, or do you have any questions on the live?
Yeah, why are you so gay?
Because I'm very happy.
I have no questions.
No questions.
I'm interested to see how they release this because they're not going to put it in any of these boxes. So it's going to be. Is it going to be blueprints? I'm guessing it will be.
I'm assuming blueprints.
Well,
but it's like you said, not in any of the new boxes. So
that's the thing that frustrates me is like I don't know. They refuse to tell the content creators ahead of time like what the events look like, so we can't share it with people. So I have no idea. And like they know what they're gonna do for the.
It's not like you could afford an event anyway.
Well, that's besides the point. You guys can. I could tell you guys what's going on, but I don't know.
They don't want you to know,
right? I mean, we can talk about. I kind of want to talk about this event just overall, for a little bit, and then if we don't have any questions after that, we can.
Why did you have to bring up the event? We could have left it. We could have left this alone.
Because
and had a good
hey, nobody got anything good to say about this event.
We could have had a
Over then you can get some free
session,
shit.
Well,
and then you fucking talk. Then you bring up this shit. Jesus fuck, man. Come on.
The reason why I do it is because I made a video, and that's just my opinion, and it's, you know, I'm a smaller player, I'm free to play, so I like to get, you know, the bigger spenders. I like to get your thoughts on the event.
You don't really want our thoughts.
This event. Fuck this event. That's how
the only cool thing is you can randomly. So this event, I've gotten 3K wormhole crystals just by luck. Just from that.
Yeah, you can't complain about that.
So like, and one of them, well, I think one of them I used up 20 of those things, but that's like pretty much it.
Okay, so but here's my question for you: if you didn't get the 3K wormhole crystals for free, how would you feel?
Oh, I mean, it's a terrible event.
Okay.
And I'm
It's a
betting.
terrible event
I'm
anyway.
betting in when it switches over to the next one, they're gonna add a spend reward thing next to the gold spend, and I think because they've done that before in events and it's total bullshit, and they should have just had it from the beginning.
So was
I
any
agree there. If they're gonna stack events like this, which this is exactly what they did, they stacked CNY with a Valentine event, which is gonna start. Then if we're gonna have a gold spend for one, it should be for the whole time. I mean, yeah, gold purchase, not gold spend.
I'm mad about the fact that there's no gold charge. This event definitely should have a gold charge. That's simple. So that's stupid for one. For two, I'm mad. There's no.
just no?
No, 1 second. I'm sorry. Hold on.
No, you
Hold
just
on.
stopped.
Hold on.
He's
Hold on. My bad.
so
My
mad,
bad.
he just said just no.
Yeah, just no. No, this fucking event's terrible. It's horrible. It's just no. There's no fucking death medals for the fucking redeem with cubes. I don't like that.
The terrible part about it is it's supposed to be the best event of the year, and it's
not.
not.
Not even close. Not even close. I'm
I
very
guess you
mad
can
about
already
that.
look at some of the things anyway. Like they're releasing like almost first generation gear, and it's just stupidly expensive. But even if people wanted to get it and they were free to play or whatever, they just won't get it because there's better events for it.
Exactly.
Like, who wants to spend like? Because what is it to get those resources? Costs like maybe like 100K to get 100 each, something like that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna spend that for a destructor? That's probably the best one I can get out of the boxes. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Yeah.
that.
Fuck this.
Well, just in general, the whole problem is they all the new gear is more and more and more expensive, right? New comms are more expensive, but they haven't even really dropped the price for the most part on like their basic weapons that have been around for years. They still want, everything for everything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
that
fucking
was
dumb.
one of my complaints.
It's also just unfortunate because usually you can get like in a year 4 to 5 decent events, and now after this one, the only thing I think that's going to be any good is the meta coin events, because the Aether coin one got nerfed really hard, and
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about meta, please, because now they're gonna
They
fuck
might
up the
nerf that
meta
one
coin
too.
event for you. God
Probably.
damn, man, y'all need to know when to be quiet.
Well, I mean, if they fuck that one up, dude, I mean, then fucking game over, dude.
Game
Fucking
over,
hanging
man.
I
up
mean,
my
look, they
spurs
fucked
after
up all the
that.
other ones. What makes you think they won't fuck up that one, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, they fucked up all the other ones. I don't get it. Like, okay, 7P, I know you watch these videos sometimes, and I want you to understand that y'all are fucking up your potential profits by doing the shit that y'all are doing right now and not listening to us. We're telling you what we want, and you're not giving it to us. Keep the fucking consumer happy, motherfuckers. God damn. This shit's stupid, man.
I mean-
Okay. For example, I'm pissed off about this event for one specific reason. I mean, I didn't even look at the rest of the event. I got mad at one specific reason. I dropped, but I know it's not a lot compared to most people. I dropped $500 on this event at the very first day. Very first drop, just to test the waters. I got 58 fucking death medals because my luck was shit on this fucking little card flip thing. That was an immediate turn off for me to stop spending any more money right now. I don't have I have no reason to. There's no point. If I'm going to get drop rates like that, or if I'm going to get shit like that, if it's going to be that expensive for bullshit, I'm not doing it. I'm going to be honest with you. So right now, I'm not spending. It's that simple. So,
Yeah, I don't think well, I guess some people did, but I think in general, I bet spending is down across the entire game.
No, yeah, it's got to be. These events are garbage, man. They're not ever offering us anything. There's no spending incentive anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to fucking bash it, but there's not. I used to spend a lot. I used to spend fuck tons of money. It's gonna got so much because it was worth it. And now it's just like, well, it's not really worth it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of extra shit given if you're spending, like, for example, the gold card. If you had a gold card, that'd make the spending a little bit better. But if you have it, no. Sorry,
Yeah.
my
I
apologies.
mean,
I
and
don't
even
want to go on a
even
rant
the
right now. But
even the basic stuff in this event, like the
Even the
Happy Chinese
event pack
New
is
Year
dog shit.
pack,
yes,
like,
let's look at the
usually they give you, if you spend $100, you can get enough shit to like get that to like level 13 or something. And then after that, you can just grind a couple days, and then you can get max rewards for at least like 10 of the days.
Yeah,
But this event, no, you're like fucked. Like, you won't get it unless you spend on those packs for the other shit.
exactly. It's
Well,
fucking stupid.
For that part of the event, if you go back to you don't have to go past 17.
Right,
No,
right,
you don't.
right. Yeah, whichever the last day is that you need, but
17, and then it's all.
but
the
they
same.
just made it so
Unless you
they
want a
made it
big
so
reward.
shitty because like I ran the numbers in terms of like spending versus gold versus mags, and like it's a horrible fucking deal. Like you're better off buying gold from a dealer and fucking doing the BOGO.
There's no such thing as dealers.
We don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, fuck certain parts. With a lot of dealers, that game would be dead.
I have told them.
Yeah, the
that
game would
exists,
not
so-
exist.
That's the only reason why the game exists, honestly. If it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for what our friends, the game would be fucking dead because of how 7P is fucking not listening to a damn word we said.
They're
about
killing their own game.
They've literally destroyed their own game.
Yes, they agreed. Killing the game.
Fucking
I
stupid.
can't believe they haven't like dropped some form of a reward or pack that just actually gives like 500 mil food and parts. Like
Yes, exactly. Like, come on, man.
come on, dude. Like
I brought that up
I
with
get
them
It's,
a few months
it's not
ago.
even that. This event, Grinch, this event's a big event in Chinese culture, yes? For the Asian
Yes,
culture, this is a big event.
This is probably the
This
biggest
is the
event.
year.
This is the worst fucking pack I've seen in any event. There's been filler events that had better packs than this.
I was
This
going to
is
say, where
complete
did all
dog shit.
those HC and UC packs, where they were giving
Horrible.
8,000 or
Horrible.
10,000? Like, why is it not in this?
Even if it was 3K for 100, 3K wormhole for 100 this man.
So
Yeah, exactly.
I
There's
wanna
no
say,
value. You don't get no additional bonus. You get fucked in this event.
I want to say that
There's nothing exactly.
a few months ago I brought up to 7P like a different way to provide items in their packs so that way they can increase their profit margin and kind of move away from dealers.
I guarantee I didn't listen to you.
Obviously they're not listening because they basically came back and they said the devs don't believe in a change in the monetization at this point is worth it. And I mean, I responded that you're fucking crazy. And that
Fucking
kind of
idiots, so they don't think that's the case.
and that kind of leads me into like the segue that I got to take some shots. Seven Pirates, I know you watch this because I send it to you. Robin is a terrible rep, and for the love of
Horrible.
God, give us Lilith back. I want Lilith as the
That's
rep
fair.
again because Robin is terrible. Either
He is the worst rep out of the three of them that they all brought into our community to hear our words and shit like that and to get more engaged with us. Robin is is dog shit. I'm straight dog shit. Thank you. I'm sorry, Grinch. I'm not trying to overtake that. Continue, but I just wanted to add my 2 cents to it. That's fucking dog shit, dude.
I communicated with Flair a little bit, but I primarily talked with Lilith. When I was speaking with Lilith, I actually got responses, and yes, some things from the community were implemented, but like there were things that were promised to me that were implemented. Like, when we first started doing the 2-hour shield, I said you need to lower the price and you need to make it so it's at the top of the list. A couple weeks later, they actually made that change. Also, speaking to Lilith, we brought up in the community Discord. If you guys aren't aware, we wanted what they finally implemented, the Gen 1 and Gen 2 boxes. They implemented that. I was also promised that the CAS monsters after the first defeat would actually give you gold for each cast, so you can actually defeat them again for some gold. She assured me that that was going to be implemented. She's also the one that told me about the airship commander that was going to be coming out that wasn't going to have a fifth skill. And I'm saying all this to say that like we communicated every other day, and we might not have gotten everything that we wanted, but she actually communicated. And I know that she communicated to the devs because when I asked something, it actually happened. Like I saw it in game. And ever since Robin took over, he has never once responded to a DM that I sent him. Anything that we have said in our Discords, I have not seen in game, so I don't even know if he is talking to the dev. Like I don't know if he's even
No,
communicating with them.
they're getting worse. It's
Yeah,
getting
it's
worse.
How is he a rep if
worse.
he doesn't actually communicate with anybody?
Well, that's the thing. I don't.
The shit's getting worse. They know they're not. They
Is-
know
It's
they're not
because
talking
they're
to
tight asses who hire a third party, and this one don't give a shit.
This guy does exactly. This guy's a third party. It seems like he's a third party rep, and he's dog shit. I hate this motherfucker with a passion when it comes to fucking being a community rep. He's not a community rep. Yeah, y'all set up a Discord. Cool. Wow, congratulations. Did y'all really accomplish anything other than pissing more people off? Let's be
No.
real here.
because I have
Because
seen the events, the rewards, and in-game like physical changes. I have seen all of that drop off a cliff since Lilith is no longer the rep.
facts, 100% facts.
And like I've even communicated with Seven Pirates. Like I understand that like we're not gonna get everything we want, but at least Lilith responded. At least when she was like, "Okay, look, I'm sorry, but we can't do that." Robin does not respond to me whatsoever. Like communication has halted.
Horrible, man. I don't like. I'm sorry. I don't like him. I don't like any of that shit. It's fucking
tried to
god
tell
awful.
I tried to tell everybody like don't join their Discord because nothing is gonna happen, and it's been months and nothing's happened.
No, I joined it to see what's going on with it. And since I joined the Discord, nothing has changed.
Right?
Not one thing to put in there. It's useless.
There's no point in being in that Discord.
I've now
at
left
all.
the Discord. I left it already.
Because like I've heard a couple people, like in live streams, like on Yoda's and Reggie's, like talking about, like in-game changes. So I'm just kind of like, I am trying. Like you haven't really heard from me about in-game changes when it comes to the game or Seven Pirates, because I'm literally trying, but they are not talking to me. So I have nothing to share with you. And it all happened.
This shit right here.
It all happened once
Exactly,
Robin took
sorry.
over. Go ahead.
Lilith, I like Lilith. Lilith was good. I liked the Lilith a lot. She was responsive. Cleric was even responsive. But this Robin guy, y'all need to fucking send him back to exactly where he came from. I don't give a fuck if he's the owner of the company. He needs to go back to being just sitting in a fucking chair. He doesn't need to be involved. That simple. He's horrible. There's nothing happening. Events are getting worse. There's nothing. There's no incentives, and no. And he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a fuck. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
well, because like when I would talk with Lilith, like she would respond to me, like she responded once. She was like, "I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I just wanted to check this Discord real quick." And I asked her a question, and she's like, "Okay, I'll ask the devs tomorrow." And then I got a response. I messaged Robin. Let me look off camera or off screen. I messaged Robin on the 6th, and I haven't heard fuck all from him. So like what? At least she would say.
Watch it, you'll get a response now. You'll be like, "Oh, sorry for not talking to you for ages."
Right?
exactly.
Like, sorry for ignoring you. It's like, no, you don't get to just ignore me and then when I call you out on stream, because look, at the end of I'm here for the community. I don't give a shit. I will call you out. I don't care who you are. I'm gonna fucking call you out. So if you don't want to be called out, do your fucking job. Like at the end of the day.
I mean,
I don't care.
he's not doing his job. He's not, or she, whatever the fuck it is not.
Yeah, I'm just
Fucking
saying, like,
stupid.
at the end of the day, like, I'll call you out. I don't care. Like, if you want to end, the content creator program with me because I called you out, then I mean that's what it is. But like, I'm not gonna hold back. Just like I'm not gonna, suck up to 7 pirates. Like I
It's
started
also
this.
not like you want to stop creating content either.
Yeah, like I started this channel for the community, and that's what I stand for. Like I don't stand for like if you're gonna ignore me, I'm gonna call you out. So, and if you respond to me all of a sudden in a couple days, like, oh, sorry for the like, I'm gonna call you out on that too, like publicly. I'm not gonna. I don't know. He just
We don't
got on my nerves.
we don't sugarcoat shit, pretty much. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sugarcoat anything.
I just don't get it. They could like return to fucking making money if they started dropping packs that were like, yo, $100, 500 mil resources. All right, cool. Like,
Bro, they could make so much money just by decreasing some of the pricing. They could make so much more money because then you reintroduce your midline spenders. Right now, your midline spenders can't get shit. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a midline. I don't spend a lot. Y'all know this. I don't. I am still, and I will show y'all that we all can see. I'm still miles away from my 3-piece. Miles. Won't ever get it. Won't get it for a very long time because I'm not going to be dropping the way y'all want me to drop. I'm sorry, it's just not the way it is. Some people can't drop the wallets like other people. It's that simple. If you just decrease your pricing to make it more fair for midline spenders, then I guarantee you will increase profitability tenfold. You will have more people come back to the game that have left. You'll keep more people around that have been there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that have played. It's that simple. It's you're not going to have as many people quit because everything's not going to be as expensive. It's not about the quick dollar. Y'all thinking about the quick dollar right now, and y'all not thinking about the long-term tail for this game at this point. That's stupid. I'm sorry. I'll be the one to call it out. I'm sorry.
No, I haven't bought anything in the game since like Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I think.
I was gonna say the Christmas event came by, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to spend on that. Let's see if we'll wait, and I'll spend on something better."
That's the problem
I have. Yet.
That's the problem
Yeah.
I have. Like if you want to ignore me,
downhill.
sorry, if you want to ignore me, that's one thing. But these people, like, it's not just EXE. Like, I know for a fact that First feels this way a lot. When your spenders are telling you what they want and you refuse to give it to them, they're not going to spend. You can ignore me all you want. I don't spend, I make content. But your spenders are telling you what you want and you're ignoring them.
The Christmas event has been a shit event for like 4 years. Seriously? Like, they do a great job for the most part on Black Friday, and then they just expect that spending to continue through Christmas, even though it's a bullshit event.
Even their Black Friday event this time was just. I mean, I feel like it was garbage. I mean, like I said, pricing. It's all about price point with me. If it's not enticing enough for me to spend, if there's not enough things for me to spend, I'm not going to do it. And the fact of the matter is, they have made it to where I don't feel like spending in this game anymore at all. And I used to spend a lot. I used to spend big. They have effectively ruined that. So,
well, and the bottom line is this is a pay-to-win game for the most part.
Yeah.
And if you don't spend, you can't win. If you can't win, you won't play. So eventually the people who stop spending, like me too, will just go away and find something else to spend their money on.
Facts.
If the value is not there, we won't be here either.
And then when you guys leave, then it leaves the free-to-play and heavy spenders, and the heavy spenders are going to demolish the free-to-play, which means they're going to leave, and now you have the heavy spenders. Well, there's only a fucking 100 of you, so who are you going to play against?
I think that's what they want. I think they want the 100 players to just play by themselves, play with each other, sit around in circles with each other. Is what it seems like.
But who are they going to play with?
I mean, Jesus, fuck. Themselves. Literally themselves.
There won't be enough of them.
They're gonna. Well, I mean, they're gonna sit by a campfire and sing "Kumbaya" or something. Then you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have
fucking bullshit, bro.
Switch skills and be like, oh, let's see who can play against who.
That's why I'm free to play.
Is it literally going to be 2 guilds? Is it going to be 2 guilds? every GC season.
Yeah,
It's
two
gonna be
guilds.
too good.
The same two
Exactly.
guilds.
It's gonna be DZ. It's gonna be DZG and TMB.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it.
That's
The
it.
only two
I'm sorry,
guilds.
guys. You're destroying your entire Western community right now, guys. It's letting you know this. This is what's happening.
I know for a
Jesus
fact
fuck.
that First is furious because they've been trying to talk to Robin for a while, and like Robin's ignoring them. So I can tell you
Robin's
right now,
a
First
piece of
is
shit rep, bro.
like okay, no shots at like I don't want to throw shots at First. They are a very good guild. They're not
Yeah.
at the top, but they could be there with a little bit more recruitment. They could be there. They're a very good guild, and they are spenders, and you're infuriating them. I'm telling you, they're so mad. And then you have EXE, which is right now the most top end Western guild, but they're spenders. You're infuriating EXE. Like you're taking these top end guilds and you're pissing them off to the point to where they don't want to spend, and then there goes your profit margin. And I can.
Go Grinch. This event, I was gonna drop $6,000.
How much did you spend?
This event, I dropped 1,000. I was gonna drop 6. I'm gonna drop 1.
Okay, so right there,
There's nothing else worth it.
a single player was going to spend $6,000 in your game. He only spent $1,000. That is, and now you can extrapolate that to other players. Like I'm sure Neva probably would have spent like 1,000, 1,500. He only spent 500.
No, I was gonna drop. I was willing to drop 3,000 this event.
Okay, Neva was gonna drop 3,000. He spent 500. This is like you are killing your player base. They're not spending. You're not making near the amount of money that you could be if you just listen.
If
Because
the
they're
packs
not-
was somewhat better, even okay, say for instance there was still no gold charge. If the packs were slightly better, maybe different. Sorry, the packs are based by your packs. There's
Yeah.
nothing special in these packs.
Nothing.
There's no gold
There's
charge
no
that's
reason
adding
to
to
do
more
that.
insult.
Exactly. There's
It's
nothing.
shit.
There's nothing to. There's no incentivizing for me. There's nothing. There's no type of incentive for me buying it. Spending your money in your game right now. Period. Point blank. Oh, to get Zeth? Whatever.
Nah, I even stayed up to a reset for this event. I was gonna just spend that reset. And
Me
as
too.
soon as I see it, I turned my phone off and went to sleep.
Well,
I
like
said, "It's
this
been
Deadass.
10
isn't.
minutes sleep."
And anybody that's watching like live that is not active like in the community, or this is not like we just now are saying this. We've been telling Seven Pirates this for months, and
Just watch any of the Grinch videos, you'll hear me complaining about it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
but even in Discords, like
And
we've
Grinch,
been
before you even done your videos, they actually promised us there'd be a meta pack where you actually could buy mail in a normal pack. Same as the VIP 20 packs. There'd be meta in that too. That never come through.
yeah, like we've been talking to Seven Pirates behind the scenes for a while, and like your spenders, like what Harris just said. Harris said, he was gonna spend $6,000. He's telling you what he wants and what will get him to spend, and you're refusing to do it. That's what I don't understand logically. Like, I'm gonna give you
You
10
don't have to give
grand,
me exactly what I'm wanting.
but
At least give me something that's, it's the trade off. Something benefits them and us. This right now doesn't
Well,
benefit
they could
this.
do. Hell, they could do the fucking tier boxes and fucking packs too, or something like that. Would be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like anything really. Just give us some reason to spend, bro. Because like I said, I was
We
gonna
have
drop
to
3K on
compromise
this
with
bit
us.
myself.
Same way we have to compromise with them, compromise with us. There's no
Yeah.
compromise. They're saying, fuck you, you get this or you don't get nothing.
Exactly. And it's
So
not
our
even,
response is, okay, you don't get our money.
exactly.
Yeah,
Point blank period. You don't get our money.
I'm trying
You might
to
get
give
some
them,
of our money.
I'm trying to
but-
give them ideas on like how to get people to spend, but it's like at the end of the day, Harris is like, I'm willing to give you this money. You just need to like do this, and they're like, nah, we're good. And it's like, okay, you don't get my money. Like,
And I hate to say this because you got the people like Evans and you got the big whales out there that are spending a lot of money right now just to show off.
well, money
Just
doesn't
to,
mean
okay,
the
whatever.
same to them.
But here's the thing. Exactly. My thing is, okay, money might not mean a thing to those players. It might mean some things to us players. But at the same time, like you realize, like I don't know if they realize how profit works. If you get more people spending on your game, you make more money, right? Like more money. I seen your fucking sheets from last from December. It was not good for y'all. It was not a good month at all. So let's be real here.
I mean,
y'all are bleeding out. Y'all need help.
People will say, oh,
Let's be real.
People will say, oh, they have other games. not like Arc of War. Arc of War is
Arc of War
by
is the top
far,
grossing-
by far their most profitable game.
Sky Kingdoms was
Arc
the
of
second
War
most
is-
profitable, and it died. Still
Yeah.
active. Server's still active. The
Still-
game's dead.
Nobody plays that
I
shit.
have an I have an account on it. I used to play Sky Kingdoms. That's how I knew about Arc of War.
I just
Sky
like the fact they
Kingdoms
used the trial
is
things in
dead
it.
now. Yeah, but it's a good. Sky Kingdoms was a good base for this game, and all they've done is actually is copy Sky Kingdoms, reskinned it, put it into this game. No different.
Now here's the thing. That's fine and all and everything like that. But Arc of War is definitely their top grossing game. Let's be real here. There are players here that's been here since the beginning of this game, and have watched the de-evolution of this game. I mean, the evolution and then the de-evolution of this game. Let's be real, because y'all right now y'all in a phase of okay, well, we're going to give our
I
big
give this
spenders
game 1 more year
everything.
left.
Do what?
I give it a year left for the game crushes.
Not yet. Not even. Not even. If they continue on the route they're going on, I give it 6 months, and we're all going to.
Yeah, because the Welsh will still spend.
Well,
The
man,
Welsh
yeah,
will spend until the point they have no one to fight, and then they just give up themselves.
but they're about to literally cause everybody to quit this game. It's that simple, and I don't want that. I love this game. Y'all know this. Everybody in the community knows that I've been around for a very long time, and I've loved this fucking game. And I've never bashed 7P up until recently. Never, ever. I've always defended y'all fuckers, and I'm not going to anymore. This is bullshit. This shit event, the Chinese New Year event, the biggest event of the fucking year, and y'all give us this shit. Come on, man. I'm not trying. I didn't want to turn this into a bashing session. I apologize, but I'm mad and cussing, and raising hell right now, and everything like that. But it's enough's enough, man. Like
So
Voltaire
Neva,
said.
Neva,
Sorry.
just stop. It's okay. I think the point is made. Honestly, let's switch the subject or move on somehow. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Literally, no. I mean, I think it's clear, and I think it's honestly clear. It's not just you. This is not just Grinch's opinion. This is not just Neva's opinion. This is a community-wide feeling of, just completely being taken advantage of because we like the game. And, but there's only so much that the people will put up with, and we're reaching that point rapidly. So they need to please fix the packs, fix the events, like make it worthwhile.
And if not, well, I guess
There's other games out there
I was about to
that
say,
are
if
very
not, I mean,
similar to Arc of War.
I guess I'll say everybody that plays this game in Clash of Clans soon, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Don't ever say Clash of Clans. I will shoot you.
I'm sorry, I had to. I know, I would never play that game. Let's be real here.
I hope not.
No, I couldn't. No, I don't even know anything about it. But no, that's besides the point. Yeah, exactly. Please just fix the problems, and then things will be better. We'll see. But other than that, done with the basking session for a minute. I guess. Thank you, Bill, for bringing me back in because I was ready to go the fuck off again.
Yeah, Neva was gonna lose it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was
getting there.
I just wanted to bring up I just wanted to get opinions from spenders. That started going off. He's gonna calm down now. Yeah. We went over the event. How spenders feel. We went over the new comm, the gear as well. That's a little bit of theory crafting because we don't actually have our hands on it now. But we've been doing this about an hour now, hour and 23 minutes. Okay, yeah, so it's been a while. Does anybody in the chat right now?
Was an hour 22 minutes.
Yeah, does anybody in the chat right now or voice chat have any questions? Preferably not on the event, more with gear or commanders or anything before we end this.
My bad again. My bad. Sorry.
He gets riled up.
I told you should have never brought up the damn event. God damn.
I didn't think he was gonna snap. I knew he was upset, but
read the room. Read the room. Read the room.
It doesn't seem like there's any questions. Chat.
Craig gets beat by Zeth right now, right?
Yep.
Do you think he'll still get beat if he was running that new gear 2-piece?
Probably status quo. Ramps up, kills infantry.
Is EXE going to beat DZG?
Yes.
We'll see. We'll see.
It all comes down to the time of the match, and if they actually fix the servers as they claim they have, which
We
I
will have
call
fun.
bullshit on.
We will have fun either way.
Yeah, we will see. I'm not gonna say yes or no.
It's about having fun.
Yeah.
EXE has 90 Zets now, so we'll probably win.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Y'all be afraid. Everybody's running that.
I got my 3-piece, so
Yeah. We all got 3-piece. We all got Zeth. It's just over with.
And then he
all
woke
Max
up.
Walker.
And then Grinch woke up.
Right.
He woke up this morning going, "Oh, I had a dream. I had a 3-piece."
Jesus Christ.
It's not there.
Damn it. Biggest letdown of all time.
I mean, yeah, I'll say when it comes to semis and the finals, people are gonna show up. Those are gonna be the top end guilds. We'll see what happens. Whether EXE is in the finals or not, I did take a week off work. So, I put in for a week off work. I haven't actually got it yet, but I will try to either play and stream or just stream, depending on where EXE is. So I definitely want to live stream the finals again. You won't be able to hear our chat because I'll have a different voice, but I definitely want to try to stream the finals again.
I think it's just going to be fun to watch TNB crush everybody. I'm happy about that.
Why did you do that?
They're hitting GEN, LKS first. Like, they're knocking everybody out on that side.
Well, I mean,
They did get it to the side of the bracket.
Every guild that hates EXE is going to get crushed by TNB.
I don't know how petty do I want to be.
Let's be it.
I mean, if you're gonna fight LKS, like that's just like fighting an alt guild. Like that's not really like a flex. Because like they were already your alt guild in CAS, so like what does that matter?
I mean, they're just helping them each other out at that point, right?
Like LKS could barely send weenies, let alone
at least they gave all our server rewards for cash, so I'm all right with that. You want to team up with LKS? Well, guess what? Every freaking guild, every big guild on our server got rewards out of it.
Appreciate that, guys.
That is true. Every guild got rewards. You played yourself.
The ultimate goal was to get everybody on 7A rewards, right? And that's what we did. We accomplished it, even if it wasn't.
You played yourself.
So did OKS by helping them.
Right.
Y'all did what we wanted y'all to do.
And then your big guys left and went to. Okay, I'm not even gonna say where. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna drop that.
It doesn't matter. They'll lose to TMB. Or us.
Yeah, I will say that their leadership decided to ally with TNB, and then the second CAS ended, their leadership bounced to another planet and another guild. So you played yourself.
I mean, leadership is a pretty strong word to use, but
I was about to say you're giving them a lot of credit there,
especially for what they were. I don't know if you can call that leadership, but
the bigger end players of their guild. How about that?
Okay.
No. I like there was some people in there in LKS that were keyword there were a pretty decent group of guys, but now, well, sorry guys, you'll have what you got.
I mean, they kind of
we're still having fun.
They kind of screwed you over and then bounced, and it's like that's fucked up.
Yeah, the world's fucked up. But anyway,
yeah. It doesn't seem like any more questions in the chat. Any more last minute questions in the voice chat? Nope. Okay. So yeah, I appreciate everybody in the stream, whether you're watching the stream or in the voice chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. if you are watching this, or if you missed the first part, go back and watch the beginning. There's some announcements in the beginning of the video. Appreciate you guys showing up. I think we have some pit my arcs to do, I believe. Yeah, if any of you guys want to do an outro, go ahead. I'm the Grinch and I'm out.
I never appreciate y'all joining. Always have fun and kick ass and be safe. There you go. That's all I got.
All right. See y'all next week.